Well, good afternoon, viewers, and good after Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sports Show.
And good afternoon, Colin. Good afternoon to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my viewers around the world and the state. It's a not a bad sort of day. Pretty warm, but not a bad sort of day.
Bit humid, but not super hot.
No.
No, you want to say something about the Australian tennis, Barry?
My jolly word! I watched that grand final, the final of the Australian Open last night. It was riveting. As usual, when you got Nadal playing, it's very boring to say something about Nadal very shortly. But that game sort of got a couple of twists and turns last night.
A few little turns and slippery snake turns.
But he just at the finish just took over, Mr. Smooth, I call him. I think he's about the best tennis player I've seen in since I've been watching when I was a little kid. I watched Rod Laver and all those young kids, but I think he's the most consistently. Well, he's won 18 Grand Slam. I'll mention about that later, but he was just too good at the finish for the most boring tennis player I've ever seen in my life, Nadal. But
how many sets did he win in?
5 sets.
Well, I went the marathon.
Yeah, I went for about.
Just letting the viewers know.
I reckon it went for over 3.5 hours. 9:30.
It started at 7, didn't it?
Later than that. Later than that, because it finished about 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was unreal. But anyway, it was good to watch because my man won and Mr. Boring, Mr. Nadal, ran second again.
So, how good is Roger Federer?
Well, I think he's just about the best player and the best smooth player I've seen. I've seen I didn't see Rod Laver. I've seen Newcomb and Pete Sampras.
All those guys.
All those fellas.
Pat Cash.
Well, Pat Cash is pretty good. Yeah, little. What's his name? Little fella.
Little fella.
Australian fella. What's his name?
Leighton Hewitt.
Leighton Hewitt. He was a very.
You know he's 6 foot.
Is he 6 foot?
Yeah.
He looks about 5'8". But he'd be in the top 5 at Leighton. He's a tough little fella. He was a good, strong, battling tennis player. Leighton Hewitt. Always played well for Australia in Davis Cup.
Right, not unlike these new guys.
No, well they don't want to play for Australia now. They just want to get out there and sign all these multi-million-dollar contract. What do you call it, advertising?
Deals, yeah.
Yeah, and that's
sad. So, is he the best tennis player in the world has ever seen, Barry?
He's just about. I'll say something about him a bit later, but I think he is the best tennis player and best player to watch I've seen. As I say, I've seen Sampras and I've seen. Who was the other great players back in the 70s?
Boris Becker.
He was a loud
man.
Boring.
I don't know. There's been some Americans. McEnroe.
McEnroe would be up.
What about the other man?
McEnroe would be in the top 3.
What about the other man? Martina Navratilova. That bloke.
Oh yeah, she was a bloke. Yeah. Well, she probably knew the best. Well, she wasn't a proper woman anyway, was she? I think she was half man.
Billie Jean, what's her name? King?
She was another half man too.
A half man?
Sure.
Any other half men women you want to pick on?
I don't want to pick on because there wasn't a real. There wasn't a woman or there really wasn't a man.
Serena Williams?
Oh, I've got that written down there somewhere.
Yeah. You got, well, after Nadal, we'll talk about Nadal first.
Yeah, I've had enough of Nadal talking about him, but Serena Williams,
yes.
I'll tell you something about her. She should be playing against the men. She's too good for the women. And she's a feminine woman, because you can tell by the way she dresses, and she's got something that looks like a woman.
Yeah.
But she's just too strong. She's just too strong for her sister. She just can't. I mean, she's probably the second best player in the world too. Venus.
Is she older? I think Venus is older, isn't she?
There's not much difference between them. But they both. She really adores Venus. Beg your pardon, Serena adores Venus because she reckons she's helped her on the last 20 years in her tennis. But they're the 2 of the tallest tennis players, women tennis players I've seen, and that's why they're in the top 3 of the last 10 years.
And they're pretty strong.
But Serena, I mean, and one thing about her, she's got something about her, the way she dresses. That outfit she had on in that final was unreal. It was like one of those models walking down a catwalk. Black and white, and it just looked, because she's a very busty woman too, and I like busty women too, but nothing got to do with this tennis.
That's by the by.
Nothing to do with that, but she's just she won the last 7 Opens she played in?
She's won 22 Opens. So
But I think she's won the last 7.
There'd be a fair few that she's.
How old is she? She's 30.
36 or something like that.
Oh, she's over 35.
Yeah.
Oh no, she'll
Pretty low.
she'll play another couple of years because she just this power.
Well, she hasn't declined yet.
She doesn't look like no one. Alvina says she's the second best player in the world in the women's, and she can't get near her. So what have you got? We got a couple of little girls that they look like girls.
Samantha Stozer.
No, Samantha's gone off the boil. She looked alright a few years ago. She just can't handle.
She's got the yips.
But that's Serena Williams. She's built like you wouldn't call her like a mountain, but no, she's just got that build, and she exudes always firepower when she gets the ball. Just fast, quicker than me.
So there's a bit of tennis talk for you viewers, your tennis hungry viewers out there. Barry doesn't want to talk about the cricket.
Oh, we're talking about the Australia's got over to New Zealand with no captain.
B team.
I reckon it's D team. Warner.
Hazlitt's making his
Smith.
debut.
And this fella told me when he walked in 10 minutes ago, I've never heard of him. And he's playing in the team. And he got no wicket keep, and Matthew Wade's dropped out. Didn't you say Matthew Wade's dropped out?
He was going to be the captain, got a bad back.
No, that's right, he can't play either.
Finch has been dropped out of the team, is now captain.
He was dropped 2 weeks ago, now he's come back as captain.
What is going on? Australia cricket team, why are you underestimating New Zealand?
Well, I just said before, and I was talking to you before, there's a lot of disrespect for New Zealand cricket team. I mean, that's because Warner's out injured too. I mean, Smith and Warner, that's half the team.
Yep.
I mean, they've been making the most runs.
And Khawaja.
But he was out last week.
Yeah, but he should have been, if those two are out, he's an automatic,
he's averaged about 75 too the last 4 games. And
so if Smith wasn't in and Warner's not in, Khawaja will be in easy. Sean Masters made his way back into the team.
Well, he's alright, Sean Masters, but is he fit to play, is he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, that's alright.
Sean Masters got a solid 10 runs before getting out.
10. No, he made a big 100. I remember last year.
Oh, no, sorry, I tell you, I got 16.
Sean Masters, he can hit a ball, that fella. I've seen him make
got out for 20.
Well, that's half the score. Well, they made 50, didn't they?
They're 60 at the moment for 5. And run rate's climbing.
Oh, yeah, 1 or 2, I don't know. Anyway, that's Sugar's stuff about that, but
when half... Barry doesn't like it when Australia loses, so stop losing.
When Warner and Smith are not in the team, I probably wouldn't watch them much.
Switches off.
They are the 2 of the most entertaining batsmen I've seen in the last 25 years. Maxwell is not in the same class, but he's down to about number 7, but he is good to watch too. But
Travis Head's pretty good.
Falk and Chris Lynn, they won't play Chris Lynn, why not?
He's got an injury.
Well, that's probably why, yeah. But Warner and Smith are the 2 most entertaining batsmen one day and Test cricket I've seen in the last 40 years.
True.
They are.
Very true.
But they're not playing.
He's number 1 batsman in the world one day.
Rated who?
Warner now.
Yeah, well, he's made these centuries he makes. He is. Look, I was like I told you last week on this little channel here last week. Gilchrist has always been my number 1 fast run scorer I've seen ever, but Warner's taken over now.
Yeah.
Of course, anybody that knows anything about Adam Gilchrist, you don't mind.
You don't mind.
If someone picks someone to be better than Adam Gilchrist, has got to be pretty good, and he is very good. David Warner, a superstar.
Very good. Well, Chelsea local footy.
Well, I'm going down one night I think I might be going down Wednesday night because I was talking to someone up the street last week and they said, Barry, I said, well, you know my name, yeah, Barry.
Yeah, Barry, yeah.
That's a little bit of a joke, Con.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't seen him for about 6 months.
Yeah.
And he said they are looking very, very good at the moment. Plus the fact they've got this one big fellow I told you about a few weeks ago, Aaron Purcell from Edie House. Aaron's a Purcell. But he's down there and he's looking good. But there's another fellow who's 6'3" or 6'4", running around, looking pretty good. And they've got 2 or 3 other recruits on ballers.
Yeah.
So, well, look, I'll give you my opinion. When I've been 2 years ago, they told me they all had these fantastic recruits from Keysborough.
No. Bye-bye.
And I went down and seen them, and they could hardly run, let alone walk. So I'll get my own opinion.
And they were 5'8" ruckman.
Yeah, they couldn't run and couldn't kick and anything. But The three, remember? Three big fat fellas.
Dean Kelly.
That's right, yeah. That's right, you got a good memory, the fella.
Because I remember, because he was like, he danced, he was good.
I think you seen you the other day.
He's a pretty good dancer, but...
Didn't like getting the ball.
Didn't like touching the ball, or...
A bit wary of it, but anyway...
He got one tackle. No, hang on, he did get 10 tackles, but that was on him.
That'll be right.
Yeah.
Put his arm around his
No, that was the end.
No, but I do think my information at the moment is pretty good, I think, and I'll give you my little bit of opinion next week. If these, I can generally tell a football, I can smell a good football at home.
You've been sniffing footballs.
I can smell a good football. And I'll tell you what, I'll give you my opinion. If we don't get some very good, decent recruiting big men this year, we can't go any lower, can we?
We're finished.
What can you do?
Drop out of the league.
What can you do? We dropped out when I first came to follow Chelsea back in 1991. We went to second division. But the year we won the premiership, we come back in. It was only out for 1 year. But hopefully that, now look, my information is reasonably spot on now, because it's, the fellow told me he goes down quite often, so, and he knows a bit about football. So there. So what else on the next?
That's it on the agenda. We just got Cheerios, Barry.
Cheerios from my little darling Ning. She had to go to hospital yesterday, had a surgeon checked her up, and she's got lupus, I told you. You know, lupus, and it's not very good, but she's a lot better today. So, cheerio to you, Ning. Hope you have a good day and take it easy, and I'll be talking to you later. Talking to you later, sweetie. And Tony Cornwall, where the hell are you?
Tony's dropped off.
I'll give you a ring today.
I had a rumour that he'd gone mad and they shot him.
Well, no, I don't think so. Look, I'll give you a ring today. Tell me what's been. You might be well. He'll be pretty quick. I'll give you a call today, Tone. See if you're right. We can have a chat tonight. Of course, PH, Sandy, and Carlos.
Hello.
PH went. Nos rang me up last week. I told him, he rang me up 2 days before that. He said, up at 7 in the morning, he's ringing me up. I said, Nos, if you want to ring me up late at night.
7:30 sharp.
8 o'clock in the morning, something. I said, but he rang up and he's telling me that Phil PH is going over to Sandy's for a week, so I might give you a ring. What's today, Monday? I might give you a ring in the next couple of days and see what's going on, PH. And but apart from that, I get my thing about. I didn't tell you about that. Federer is the oldest player. That's right. Roger Federer is the oldest player to win the Australian Open since 1972, when Ken Rosewall won it when he was 37.
Wow.
And of course Federer was 35. I can't remember.
72.
I can't remember anybody. Was Jimmy Connors 30? McEnroe was 30.
Yeah.
Borg, he was in his early 30s, but I don't think anybody at 35 has won a
other American
Open.
I don't follow tennis, so.
You don't?
I do know, but you know.
But anyway, that's another one of his records he's got, Roger, and he. Oh yes, I must mention this to all my viewers around the world and interstate. Roger Federer has won 18 Grand Slams. He's second behind to another man. I think he's just behind another fella, but he's won 18 Grand Slams. It might be Pete Sampras.
Pete Sampras, yeah, he was good in the day, wasn't he?
Oh, he was unbeatable.
Andre Agassi, he's the other one.
Yeah, well, he was early 30s, but I don't think anyone. I reckon 35. It'd have to be. I stand to be corrected, but I think it is the oldest. Of course, Ken Rosewall was in 1972, was 37. I mean, to win that's unbelievable, Con. 37 back in the 70s. So anyway, that's really about all we got. We've got some little Cheerios from my little darling Ningy. She'll be watching with all her grandkids today.
Yes.
So
post op.
That's all for me.
And that's goodbye from me.
Bye from me, and see you all next week. Bye bye.